Now a give running right, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Found his target. It's Anderson. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
second down. Here's Mostert again. 7 yards there and a first down.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go, charge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw, it's Allen. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Allen off the play fake. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cook up the gut. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. To the air, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Hines. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 and now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua, a final shot before half. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First down, Allen. That is caught by Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run with Cook, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ultra. Black shot.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On second down, Cook. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here. But that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Tua to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They run the counter with Cook. He stiff arms him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.